Hello and welcome to the All Around Natural Beauty RN channel, where I'm passionate about helping victims of all ages and all genders overcome the fear of facing the abuse to become survivors. Today's going to be a very quick something. I just found out about this story today on Carlisha Hood. Anyway, apparently this mother um, and her 14-year-old son, some person got belligerent in public, and the 14-year-old son, ended up shooting and unaliving this here person, and the mother and the son was arrested afterwards, and this happened on, I think, June 17th or 18th or something like that. Anyway, they just recently was released, so I don't know anything about it. I did see a little quick news, something. That's how I know that they were that there was a shooting, and the mother was being attacked, and the son shot. So anyway, we're gonna play the video. We're gonna watch the videos. This here is for JP6, who asked, wanted to know my thoughts on this case here. So gonna react to this for you, JP, and because I see some connections here. Like I'm gonna let y'all see the video first, then I'm gonna throw in my little 2 cents. So hold on while we share this. Uh-oh. Let me pull it up first. And then I shall share the screen. All right, so hold on. Uno momento. Here we go. All right. So over here. Oh.
Attorneys saying that less than 24 hours after charges were dropped against her and her son, Carlisha Hood has filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago and the 5 officers involved in her arrest. Attorneys saying that police had all the evidence they needed from the very beginning to know that their client was not guilty of the first-degree murder charges filed against her. Flanked by her 2 attorneys, 35-year-old Carlisha Hood broke down this morning, clearly overwhelmed by the events of the last 9 days.
I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby.
Hood was released last night from Cook County Jail following a 6-day imprisonment on charges of first-degree murder and
Wow.
contributing to the delinquency of a minor. This
Wow.
after, on the night of June 18th, she was involved in a verbal altercation with 32-year-old Jeremy Brown while picking up a food order at a Maxwell Street Express restaurant in West Pullman. The incident, which was captured on both the restaurant surveillance video and on a witness's cell phone, shows that argument escalating into physical violence as Brown punches Hood in the head 3 times. We stopped the video before that first
Wow.
punch. It is just as that happens that Hood's 14-year-old son, who was by then standing in the doorway of the restaurant,
Ooh.
opens fire on Brown,
Oh, okay.
fatally shooting him
Oh,
in
my
the
mama.
back.
What?
Never in a million years would I have imagined being brutally.
So if the kid is 14, he's just walking around with a gun? Because look, like he was just walking in there and he see this dude,
attacked, beaten,
yeah.
and then arrested.
Neither Hood nor her attorneys today addressed prosecutors' initial arguments against her,
Mm.
alleging that during the argument, Hood texted her son, who was waiting.
Oh. Hood texted her son who was waiting outside. Wow. Okay, because I was gonna say, like, if he just walking in there and you'd see this whole thing, you know, but then again, he's for okay.
Outside in their vehicle to bring in a legally owned weapon she
Mm.
had in the glove
Yep.
box, inciting him to
Yeah.
violence.
While the co-defendant was still shooting at the victim,
Wow.
the defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
Wow.
What Hood's attorneys did address was the surveillance video, which by prosecutors' own admission, investigators had from the very beginning, and which they say demonstrates that any actions taken either by Hood or her son were in self-defense. Their lawsuit, filed this morning, accuses police officers of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional infliction of emotional distress.
You don't have to be a lawyer to appreciate and recognize that when a woman is violently attacked by a man, an unarmed woman, that she shouldn't be arrested.
In dismissing the charges yesterday, the Cook County State's Attorney's Office said only, based upon the facts, evidence, and the law, we were unable to meet our burden of proof. An investigation into the now deceased Jeremy Brown's background shows that he was a convicted felon with several domestic battery charges against him. As for the lawsuit, the city of Chicago will only say that they will review it upon receipt. Less than 24 hours after charges were dropped against her.
Okay, so wow. So I need to show y'all one of these videos where the actual incident, because this one here they cut off here, right? So I didn't know that she sent a text, right? So like it makes a difference because like if the kid is just coming in and he see mom's getting, smashed, beat up, attacked, so, but if the mother has called him in there, so let's just see. I want to show this video too. I mean, like, you have to, it's the intentions, right? So think back on the one train incident where people was, demanding that this Marine get arrested for unaliving the one homeless guy on the train, right? Right. So, I mean, like, yeah. All right, here we go. Let me share this here. This here's the next one here. Just gonna show wee bit more. Okay, so it's only like 20 seconds.
Get your food! Who? Get in the car? Hey. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Wow. Wow. Okay, that was pretty quick, so we're gonna do it one more time.
Get your food! Who? Get in the car?
Okay. All right. Now, this guy is agitated. We kind of come in 20 seconds, like we don't see the beginning part of this. Like, why is he just agitated? Did he just turn around all of a sudden? He agitated, like he's upset. He's agitated. And sometimes, not sometimes, but narcissists are very good at being able to trigger this response while they stay calm, almost being provocative to provoke this, guy, to push this guy's button. And he was just, stupid enough to fall for it, to get into it with somebody, right? But listen to, this seems very provocative, very provocative. Let me do this one more again.
Get your food! Who? Get in the car? Who? Hey. Get your food! Get your food! If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Wow. He just lost it. And because of his history, right? The last report we saw just said the got history of being violent, right? So this is how he responded to stuff, right? You see him, he was trying to pull it together, right? But by this time, she already feeling confident. So she's like, yeah, my son about to bring something up in here for you. So it's a reason why they came up with those charges of, contributing to the minor and the murder charges because of the text of her getting the son riled up to bring that gun in there, right? When she was provoking this guy into this rage. Not saying that he was justified to do this, but if someone, I mean, this is why you have to be aware. You have to know how to look, listen, and feel for vibes. If you couldn't tell that this guy was getting ready to blow up and do this, then you know.
Oh, thing will knock you out.
Oh,
Wow. Now, all right, so that's so quick because that obviously must be the gunshot. So that's pretty quick. 20 seconds. And it wasn't like it was 20 seconds of a beating. This is him talking. We're gonna
get your food. Who? Get the gun. Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Okay, so at 14 seconds, he is administering the first hit. The first hit here.
Say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
All right. So he administers an assault there after, his what he considered probably was an initial warning. And now he's riled up. Say one more thing, right? Say one more thing.
oh,
And then look here. So the guy, they said, uh-oh. So they must see the son approaching with the strap. Because look how they all got up out of there. And I heard, uh-oh. Somebody said, uh-oh. All right, one more time, y'all.
Get your food.
Uh-oh. All right, so she's talking to the son right there. When we roll back.
Get your food. Who? Get the gun. Who? Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I say one.
Now, if somebody is acting like this, right? Is this, notice how, look here, this guy, he ain't stopped cooking. Is it smart to continue to go back and forth, right? Unless you know that you got some heat. And I'm just waiting for you to back in the day when I was a kid. Let me see if I can pull myself up here. And we used to do this thing when we, get ready to fight. Knock this off my shoulder, right? So when the person go to knock it off your shoulder, of course they're going to brush up on you, and then that is the thing that provokes the fight, right? You got to, get something. You got to get worked up for it and stuff. So this one here to me seems like the same thing of the guy doing, unaliving the guy on the train and then making it seem like, he was trying to subdue the guy. When you know full well if you do this move here for so long, you're cutting off the person's oxygen that they're going to die from lack of oxygen, right? Right? So she already knowing what her son is what they didn't talk to. Anyway, let me just finish this here up here. So at 12 seconds, you can see this guy, he is at a level 10 already. He's in the red zone. Wow. He gave full blast, full show. Look there. He put his, look at there. See these males? Look here. Uh-oh. Right? Look where he's looking. He's looking in this direction. He's looking in this direction. Uh-oh. He said, uh-oh.
oh, yeah.
Wow.
Get your food.
So is she talking to the son there with the get in the car. Look at him. He's like a pit bull, just mad. He want her to say one more thing because he's so used to knocking women out. Look at him. Not even realizing that his life is going to be over in the next 18 seconds. So this needs to be a lesson to people with anger issues. You're going to do this to the wrong person who's going to be clever enough to know how to unalive you and get away with it.
Who get the gun? Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my God, I said one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Wow, and that was a hard hit. You can hear it.
Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh,
yeah. Wow. Yes. Okay, so. All right, so there was one other one that I wanted to show. Over there. Anyway, so like I said, this is my first time to look at it. To me, it seems the same way of the George Floyd, the guy put his knee on his neck, the police officer did that. He had intentions of, unaliving this guy. He was going to try to disguise it into, it was an accident from, too much pressure on the neck, or he had, they were going to try to explain it, right? This is the same thing that the Marine was trying to make it seem like he was trying to subdue the guy, but he had him in a lethal position, right? You can see in the movement, you can see in the face the intentions. The other two that's standing up with the arm, I'm talking about the one case there on the subway, but right? How she's just talking confidently with this guy in full rage. Okay, just one more time on this here, just because I want y'all to see how she already know what time is about to be for this guy. That's why she's letting him get all up there so he can knock the chip off the shoulder, and then boom, that's going to give my son the cue to come over here and unload on him. And then the one video where they, the one that I played first, where it says, I'm gonna go and play that one more time after I do this one. Go back, it's only 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna let y'all go. All right, so let me go back over here. All right. So in the one video, the people that tried to file the charges in the beginning, the Cook County law folks, when they was naming them as, saying all this stuff, said that she still directed the son to continue to shoot him to kill. There was 3 shots fired. He got shot 3 times.
Get your food. Who? Get the gun? Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one.
Notice, listen to how she just keep on right? She knowing she about to take one for the team. She knowing this guy. That's why she sent the text to the son. Look how she look at this part. Look how she's standing. Look at how smug. Y'all see that? Look at that. She's just standing all, yep, You just don't know. My son is right behind you with the gat, and we about to lay you out. You just don't know. You just don't know. Because otherwise, why are you continuing to pour lighter fluid on this highly volatile situation here, right? But look, I want y'all to see the posture, right? Look at her. You're going to die. Look at that. She got a little smirk on her face, too.
Hey. Get your food. Get your food. If you say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out. Oh my grandma, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Wow. Wow. Now see, she just sitting there going like, okay, here you go. Go ahead and put the hands on me. Go ahead. Right? So 14 seconds in, he has lost it. He lost it. And if you notice, the whole time she continued to talk. She continued to talk. So that way, this is going to show the justification. This guy attacked me, right? Very clever. I'm telling you, these narcissistic psychopaths folks are, very clever.
Oh, say one more thing, I'm gonna knock you out.
Oh,
Wow. Okay, so that's that. Now we're gonna go back to this here. One that's only like 3 minutes, but we're gonna listen closely to what that ain't what I want to show. And to what they're saying, what the words are being said here and stuff. All right.
And her son, Carlisha Hood, has filed a lawsuit against the city of Chicago and the 5.
This is how cold-blooded she is. She gonna file a lawsuit. She filing her lawsuit on this. Right? Because there's a reason why they came out with the charges. Because they read the text messages. It's a reason why they got arrested. It's a reason.
Officers involved in her arrest, attorneys saying that police had all the evidence they needed from the very beginning to know that their client was not guilty of the first-degree murder charges filed against her. Flanked by her 2 attorneys, 35-year-old Carlisha Hood broke down this morning, clearly overwhelmed by the events of the last 9 days.
I just need a little time to heal and to just get my life back with my baby.
Hood was released last night from Cook County Jail following a 6-day imprisonment on charges of first-degree murder and contributing to the delinquency of...
They said first-degree murder and contributing to the delinquency of a minor. And when I first heard about this, this is what I had initially suspected, right? I didn't hear none of the details. I just heard, of Chicago woman and son, right? And I was like, oh, okay. I had thought that my initial thoughts was that, oh, did she, instruct the son to unalive somebody, right? Because, women do that. They're the ones that have this little wicked spirit are known to do this, right? Okay, so. And then to come to find out that she sent the text, it just made me feel like I knew I was right.
A minor. This after on the night of June 18th, she was involved in a verbal altercation with 32-year-old Jeremy Brown.
Look at her. She's not up in his face, but she's not moving. She is totally not trying to de-escalate this.
While picking up a food order at a Maxwell Street Express restaurant in West Pullman. The incident, which was captured on both the restaurant surveillance video and on a witness's cell phone, shows that argument escalating into physical violence as Brown punches Hood in the head 3 times. We stopped the video before that first punch. It is just as that happens that Hood's 14-year-old son, who was by then standing in the doorway of the restaurant, opens fire on Brown, fatally shooting him in the back.
Never in a million years.
Like he was acting.
Imagine being brutally attacked, beaten, and then arrested.
Neither Hood nor her attorneys today addressed prosecutors' initial arguments against her, alleging that during the argument, Hood texted her son, who was waiting outside in their vehicle, to bring in a legally owned weapon she had in the glove box, inciting him to violence.
Wow.
Yep. Now listen to here. She gonna read off their part of it.
The co-defendant was still shooting at the victim. The defendant instructed her son, the co-defendant, to continue to shoot and kill the victim.
Wow. Right? Some people are out there looking for an excuse to unalive somebody. Just like the guy that was on the train, the Marine that was on the train. Some people are frustrated and fed up with this type of behavior, and they are taking matters into their own hand. You know? So, anyway, that's how I look at it.
Hood's attorneys did address was the surveillance video, which by prosecutors' own admission, investigators had from the very beginning, and which they say demonstrates that any actions taken either by Hood or her son were in self-defense. Their lawsuit filed this morning accuses police officers of malicious prosecution, false arrest, and intentional.
And see, anything that try to show the police doing, in a bad way, they promote it. They're promoting it. Nobody has the right to take the law into their own hands or try to structure it to be able to get it. That's a psychopath. That is a killer. That is not, it's not good. Anyway, I'm about to wrap this up, and I just want to put this out there. Like I said, I just literally learned about this 45 minutes ago. So I want to do a little bit more research on it too and talk a little bit more about it, because this is the same thing that's happening with the Shanquilla Robinson case, with all of these cases like that. The same thing that's happening with the Marine, why people are outraged. Some people believe he should be arrested for that. That was murder and all these different things. It's because people that do this kind of stuff are always trying to figure out how they could get away with unaliving somebody and make it look like it was an accident or, some type of justifiable something, right? So when she sends the text message for her minor son to come in there and bring a gun, right? So now that just shows these type of narcissistic mothers do not have their children's best interest at heart, right? Right? So anyway, I love y'all and thank y'all so much. Please, hopefully, let me maybe it's a bit while I give my farewells. Please like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And thank y'all so much. For those of you who are sending me content, appreciate that. Thank you again, JP6, for that. It's a really good nugget here. At first, I went through mixed things here. I do believe that there's some this was a setup. Like, this was a desired response, a desired effect. Anyway, like and comment, y'all. Get some comments up in there. Talk to y'all soon. Peace and love.